Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of COTIT Talks. My name is Tuan, I'm your host, also known as 21. And again, I have a very special guest today. Allow me to introduce a very special guy. Actually, we got to know each other before this talk. And I'm
Yes.
really interested in getting to know more because it's actually a sector that I'm really interested in. But maybe we can talk about that a little bit later.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good evening.
Good evening.
How are you?
I'm good.
You're
yes.
good?
Yeah, I'm good.
A little bit nervous?
A little bit, yeah,
little
because we have to talk in English, and that is
Okay.
not my actual language in on
Yeah,
daily basis.
yeah,
so
yeah. If I can help,
yeah,
feel
that's
free.
okay. Yeah.
Because it's also my second language. I also stumble with it as well.
Yeah.
Could you maybe introduce yourself?
Yes, I'm Mia Stik.
Okay.
I am a fashion designer. I have my own atelier here in Almere,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm a sustainable fashion designer. This is what you
Exactly.
can call me.
I like that.
Yeah.
It's actually a very interesting topic that we talk about a lot here at COTIT, about sustainability. And the reason why I told you that I was really interested in this because I feel like in our generation, well, I'm 22,
Yeah.
and I feel like in our generation we don't really talk about that, but I do see a growth.
Yeah, it's very
interest.
important
Mhm.
today because we have to think about what we're doing with our clothes,
Exactly.
and instead of burning it and then
Yeah, it's
just
actually
reusing it.
yeah. Because may I ask, what was the career been like before? So how long have you been in doing fashion
Oh,
design?
I'm 64 now,
Okay.
and I work since my 20th in big theater production, TV or something else, and I have my business for 22 years now,
Wow.
since 99.
Yeah.
And it's always been with sustainable. The sustainability always has been
really?
in a red line in my studio,
Okay.
like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I always work with rest material or old clothes or everything. But the last years, it's more. It's the main thing in my
Okay.
atelier. Yeah.
You actually started from 20 years of 1999.
Yes.
That was actually when I was born. When I was born.
1999.
But
Yes.
already started with
Yeah.
sustainability
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
And why the decision actually? Why sustainability?
I'm born in I'm from the 70s, and in the 70s we reused everything. We reused our
Okay.
jeans and we reused our jackets.
Yeah.
So it's a thing that's claimed to my years.
Yeah,
so
of course.
it's always been there,
Yeah.
and I like it because
course.
it's yeah. It's a challenge to see how you can make something new of something
Oh,
old.
something old, exactly.
Yeah.
There's a saying something in the lines of like, someone's garbage is someone else's.
Yeah, it's
I don't remember what the
it's
exact
someone's
thing called.
garbage. It's someone else's.
Prize, treasure,
pri-
exactly.
treasure,
Treasure,
treasure.
exactly. Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah,
I actually never thought
it's a
about
treasure. That's a good
Exactly.
word.
Treasure.
Yeah, treasure. Yeah,
Because I think for sustainability, it's a very broad spectrum. I think
Yeah.
sustainability has a lot, it means a lot.
yes, yeah.
What does it mean in the fashion industry?
Now, if you're gonna look in the fashion industry, then that's a big thing because that's not nothing more damaging and dirty than the fashion industry. We don't see everything,
No.
but that's it's a real big problem.
It's unfortunate.
We have to
Yeah.
do something about it.
Yeah.
And I like to do it in a small thing, but
Oh,
that's it's always good to think what you do.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. If you make a thing, if you make a new shirt, what you gonna do with it? If somebody it's worn off, can you reuse it or can we make a new product of it? That's the thing.
I mean, most of the people just throw it away, right?
Yeah.
And just
Yeah.
let it sit there.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate because those are the raw materials that
Yeah.
came from the planet.
Yeah.
And I don't think
It's still a raw material.
Exactly.
Because
yeah.
if you have a cotton T-shirt,
Yeah.
it's still cotton.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's something that people don't even realize
Yeah.
or even think about. Like even for me, example,
Yeah.
if I can be completely honest, I think some people are kind of aware of what's going on with the fashion industry and what it does. We hear things about child labor, for example, but also the pollution that comes with it. And I can name 100 different things that we are kind of aware of, but I don't think we really realize how damaging it can be. And even
because it doesn't come in the news. Sometimes it comes in the news that if there's in China or in Beijing, you see the big factories collapsing, or because it's such a problem there with the people, workers there, and that's nice. We have the phones and we have everything, so they show it to the people, and we can see it.
It's also easier right now.
It's easier
to get more information. And it's faster as well.
And it's good. It's good.
I think it's a good thing as well. I think it's good, especially during this time, especially as us young people, for all the listeners and also for the viewers, but also for any age. I think it's really important to share that information. And also for actually the listeners or the consumers, if I can say that, to really look into it and be more curious.
Aware. Be aware of what you do and what you buy. This is something we have to be aware what you do. And it's obviously it's not only in fashion; it's in everything.
It's in every world, But I think with every step, and I feel like you have to start with yourself with that. If you really want to have a change, and you see, I wouldn't say what kind of horrors there are or how destructive it can be. But I think if you want to change the world, it has to start with you. And I think it's really beautiful that you also inspire other people like me, but also other people to make a difference.
That's the main thing. We always have to wear clothes, so we need clothes, and it's fashion's always going to be there. But if we're going to make there a new twist on it, that would be great.
Beautiful. Well, before the 1999, were you already in fashion, in the fashion industry? Okay.
I worked in big theater productions and shows and musicals, and I was
very
I
different
still
switch, actually.
Right? It's just different, but then again, it's a little bit the same thing. A little bit.
Beautiful. Well, what are the struggles, actually? Because you've already in business for quite a long time. For 20 years almost? 22? 22 years almost. What were the challenges, especially during the beginning? Because I feel like sustainability may or may not require more steps. Or maybe easier.
No, it's difficult.
Difficult? Okay. What are the challenges when it comes down to sustainability?
To be seen as a sustainable artist or a sustainable fashion designer, and to be taken serious because you don't. People don't take you serious. How do you call it in Nederland? We call it geitenwolle sokken types, zeggen we altijd.
I'm looking for the English word for it.
Because for me it's always they don't take me serious because I do serious job. But she makes something of old things. It's nothing.
Like a tree hugger kind of.
Because and if they see it, then they say, "Oh, did you make that?" I made that.
And then there's
it's a fashion. It's a fashion thing.
Exactly.
And it's unique. It's just one product. And I always make several products of it. But if it's from a reused material, then everything is unique. I make bags from fashion banners, from festival banners.
Wow, really?
Yeah. Make bags from them. I use airbags from cars.
Oh wow!
And we make the clothes and make bags from it. I use denim. Tents. Material from tents. Doesn't and everything has its own power.
Exactly.
So
Oh, that's beautiful.
But it's taken me a lot of years to be taken serious.
Okay. Because how long kind of did it really take? What was the point in your career where it was like, okay,
I do nothing. I keep on going.
Okay.
And I have my jobs. I have because I have to eat. I have to.
Okay.
I have to pay my
Maintain
bills.
myself.
I have to pay my bills, so I have to
Yeah.
work and I have to make money.
Yeah.
So I do my things and do for TV and
Exactly.
so I have and it's. But then,
But
yeah,
got into a point where right now you are taking it serious because
Yeah,
people see
yeah.
the craftsmanship.
Yes,
That's something I
that's
really
it,
like too,
yeah,
the
it's the
craftsmanship, the
craftsmanship,
creativity.
yeah.
But I can also imagine that learning, making something out of a tent, for example, that process is gonna take years of practice, right?
yeah. Yeah.
And how did
But
I mean,
I have my the fashion. I have a fashion background.
okay, yeah,
I have technical drawings. That's my.
okay,
That's my art.
mm-hmm.
And so I can, if I can see something and I have to draw a pattern from it, I know what I do.
Oh, really?
So I know what I do. So that's yeah. That's
But how
something.
did you learn that craft? By doing a lot of different things or trying different things?
Just doing it.
Just
yeah.
doing it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's as simple as that.
Yeah.
Maybe I overthink things. I think I overthink a lot of things actually.
Yeah, but if you buy a T-shirt, you don't think about the pattern.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's something I do, and I
Okay.
think if you tell me I want to do a shirt, then you tell me I want to do it. I want to look. It has to be looked like this. The sleeve has to be that, and so that's something you tell me, and then
Okay.
I'm gonna draw a pattern from it, and
Okay.
then you can make a shirt of it.
So let's say, for example, for the viewers that actually don't know, I've been in a couple of previous episodes, and we did a little bit talk about my own brand and what I do for 21. For any new inspiring artists or people that are into the
Startups,
fashion,
like
startups,
startups,
exactly. How does that collaboration really work? For in an atelier, for example.
Yeah, if you come to me and you call me and say, I want to do my own fashion brand, then we have a talk, and then you did your work, like this is something in your head or something on paper what you want to do, then I'm going to talk with you, and I'm going to see how you are, and I'm going to make a pattern from the idea you have in your head.
Okay. Even if I don't really know how to.
It needs a little bit of more talk than if you.
Yeah, of course.
And drawing from my side of somebody else to make it visual.
Okay.
So we're going to make it visual, and then I'm going to make a pattern from it, and I'm going to make one sample.
I was about to say.
So then you can see what your idea becomes, zeg maar, reality.
Exactly. Because even with sampling, it takes a lot of revisions, and this has to be changed.
Yeah, the first sample is a lot of work, because your idea has to become my idea, my
creation.
Yeah, creation.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of work in it.
Yeah, but I can also imagine that whole process actually costs a lot of energy from the earth as well. Because let's say, for example, that the first sample doesn't really work out, or
then you have to make another
one. So you need
see
some
what the
more
changes
energy,
are.
materials and all that.
Yes, it's a lot of work. The first time is a lot of work.
Okay.
And if it's already finished, then we can make a lot more. Then it's finished. Then you can make them. But the first sample is always a big. It's a little bit more work.
It's difficult, indeed.
Yeah.
I think it's actually, I wouldn't say a shame, but I feel like a lot of people are kind of unaware of the whole process from idea to finish, actually, because it's a long process, and I sometimes I do overcomplicate things or think it's really too difficult. But I have to say that I also should be aware of the process, how things are made from an idea to a concept, from that concept to reality, and etc., the whole chain.
Yeah, and you can have a concept, and you can have an idea, but is everybody going to buy your product?
As well.
Yeah.
'Cause what if you have what if, for example, I have a concept or an idea, and I say, okay, I want a quantity of X amount.
Yeah.
And it doesn't sell.
No.
That way I have a lot of shirts or hoodies
that
I don't use.
Then they're going to be burned.
Oh, no.
Because it's overcapacity. That is what happens if a product doesn't work.
And then you decided to say, okay, with that clothing, for example, and with
you have to think about it. You have to take how do you do that? You have to you as a designer have to look, does my product interest the people who buy it? Which people buy my product?
Exactly.
That's always
It's really important as well for, as
It's
a business
important.
point
Yeah.
of view as
Yeah.
well, right?
Yeah.
Because I don't think it's really. I think a lot of people have great ideas,
Yeah.
and they eventually do it maybe,
Yeah.
and then
And they have probably the money to do it.
the money to do it.
And then it's going to be in the shop, and everybody says, it's not what I want.
Yeah, yeah. Because do you have any? I think a lot of people. We talked about startups, for example, have great ideas.
Yeah.
What are most of the common mistakes that startups make actually?
They don't think about which people going to buy my things.
Okay, okay. So they
Because
actually
if-
waste a lot
Yeah.
after that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have the label, they have everything
Yeah,
done,
yeah.
but they don't think of the people who want to buy them.
Why they should buy them.
Why would they buy my product?
Why not another brand?
Yeah.
And I don't think sustainability as itself. Do you think it should be the main selling point of a product? Like, oh, mine is sustainable, so you have to buy my clothing
Yeah,
because it's
you see it
sustainable.
in many labels. They tell they're sustainable, but if you
It's
want to look,
greenwash. This is
if you're
greenwashing.
going to look at it, then it's not sustainable. But then, sustainability is a broad
Yeah.
subject,
Yeah.
and if there's something sustainable in it, then it's okay. But you have to think in every aspect of a product. Then, yeah, how we're going to use it, how we're going to reuse it. It's because if I make I made a suit of a tent. The tents were. They were going to be burned. They were new tents, and I thought, okay, well, I want to have some of those tents, so I'm going to reuse them. I made a product. I made a collection from them.
Cool, wow.
But is it sustainable? It's the sustainability is in it reusing from the material. The material itself, it's not sustainable. There is it's a broad. It's more circularity.
Yeah,
Something.
yeah.
You save some products from burning or destroying, but
or
yeah,
you can reuse it, and the
it's
cycle
more.
continues.
Then it's more like the material.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's a broad subject.
Yeah, of course. I mean, sustainability besides fashion is
Yeah.
also something
Yeah.
that I feel like a lot of companies do greenwashing. I think.
Yeah.
Pretending
Yeah,
like they
yeah.
are.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
and I do think in a way it does give a certain highlight on sustainability. So I think
because
it's a good
if
thing.
you're aware of that, you're gonna look and is this product sustainable? And then I'm gonna buy it because you want to be
Maybe help. Yeah, I want to help.
yeah. I want to be conscious of something. Then you're gonna look.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I look always look in the label and see what. Okay, is this something that's worth buying, or is it just greenwashing?
Pretending to be something that is good for the
Yes.
environment.
Yeah.
But it's a shame. I keep coming back because every time we had a talk before this conversation, and what really interests me the most is because I also want to start a fashion brand, but the whole process of everything. For some reason, I keep coming back to it. The whole process went, for example, from a plant, from cotton, from the labor to the shipping to product. Oh, it takes such a long process. And it's something that
The
lot
colors, the
as
ink,
well,
the printing.
the printing,
Yeah.
but even shipping, for
Yeah.
example.
It's a lot of.
I mean, I really want to highlight things because I am even unaware of a lot of things. You started with giving highlight to sustainability because the destructiveness actually of the fashion industry. Maybe we can talk a little bit about that, about the destructiveness. And I really want to put emphasis on that with shipping, for example. A shirt goes from, let's say, it goes from Egypt, where the cotton is being made, goes to a manufacturer in India, for example. And, and then that product will go to a wholesaler in America. And then the wholesaler will ship it again into Europe.
Holland, and then the T-shirt is going to be 15 euros. Where did everything go, and how much did they earn in the if you don't think about that, you buy a T-shirt at Primark and you buy it for 8 euros. You think it's nice,
nice, cheap.
You have the same steps you called. They're the same steps. Where's the money gone? What happened?
What happened there? Even
Because
something I don't.
we don't want to work for the
No.
8 euros.
No.
I tell the youth, I do workshops, and I tell them,
Okay.
if you buy a T-shirt, it's 10 euros. But how much time do you think
It goes into
it's
it.
been taken to make the shirt, and so you can
So
wear
we
it?
can wear it.
Now,
What is
if
the
I make a
response?
T-shirt,
Yeah. Yeah.
I make a T-shirt in a quarter,
Okay.
15 minutes.
Okay.
Cutting and sewing, something like 15 or 20 minutes. My my payment is 65 euros an hour. So that's more than 10 euros than
Of course.
for the... Huh?
Yeah.
And then there has to be printing on it. It has to be shipped. If you tell
Packaging,
that to
everything.
somebody,
Yeah.
then it's going to be aware from what's happened in the meantime.
Yeah.
What happened?
Yeah. Are people also scared of that number, that 65? Because I think it's a reasonable thing.
Yeah.
I feel like this is how I perceive
Yeah.
things. When you buy a certain product or a service, I feel like you do actually both. You
Yeah.
provide them a service, but
Yeah,
also
yeah.
product at the end. You pay for the craftsmanship, the creativity,
Yeah.
all the time that you've learned from
Yeah.
the whole journey. All the 22 years of experience and before. That's also something that you
Yeah.
pay for, right?
Yeah.
And then, the 8 euros for
a
example,
T-shirt.
wholesaler.
What happened?
What happened?
Yeah.
From the labor. That
Yes.
and the
So
shipping.
those people work for nothing.
It's
for it.
insane.
How many cents?
Can we even call it? It's
cents?
yeah.
Yeah.
It's something that we don't really, we
You're not aware of.
no, we're not aware of it,
No.
and I think it's a shame. Even
Yeah.
now that we talk about it, for example, I have a shirt on or some pants on, and I don't really think about where did it came from,
No.
and
We're not.
who made this.
We're
And I
supposed not
understand.
to. Yeah.
I understand.
Because
No.
we don't have to think about
No.
that.
No.
If it's all right.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
I can't blame
And that's
people
yeah.
for that. We don't really always think about how things are made. So
Yeah.
even for myself, I can, I also have to say that I also don't really think about sustainability and where
No,
things come
it's-
from. I understand it, but
We
I
don't
do,
have to think about it.
But it's also the
actually.
reason why I feel like it's really important to do talk about
Yeah.
it, to do discuss it with people, and actually with the workshop that would you give workshops to school if
Yeah.
I'm correct, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So how is the structure like? You go to schools to inform people about?
Yeah, they're going to do workshops, and
Okay.
in the workshops, a sustainable workshop. I take with me vintage clothes and just reworn, and or the children take their old jeans or
Oh, great.
T-shirts,
Yeah.
and we're going to make new products of them. The
Okay.
first thing we're going to do with some old stuff that's nothing. They don't like it, and then I'm going to tell what I do, what my job is,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
how long I do it,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
what I sell, and then they listen.
Yeah.
And the moment they listen and are going to work with it, I tell them what I do and tell how something works with a T-shirt, simple T-shirt. You buy a T-shirt and the same. At the end of the workshop, everybody is, thank you, thank you. Oh, I didn't know about that.
Wow.
And those are children, 15, 16, 17
people,
years
wow.
old. Yeah,
Still young.
yeah. And that's something I like to do that because I know how it works, and I think they're going to take it with them for their whole life.
Yeah.
Because the view of fashion
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
it's become a little bit more clear.
Yeah. It also becomes more, with the
Aware
information
of the-
aware.
yeah.
Exactly. And I think it's beautiful. And that's
It's
why
something.
I
It's
think
more
it's
awareness.
art
You don't have to
beauty.
do something. It's your awareness to say, you know what I mean, and you
Yeah.
know what happened.
Yeah.
And it's more than you're going to be conscious of something.
Of the problems.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if, for example, you have a solution for the problems that
Yeah.
you encounter, that's great. As long as you're aware of the things that are
Yeah.
going on, the problems that
Yes.
are, it gives you more perspective
Yes.
about the world itself. Besides fashion,
Yeah.
even.
Yeah.
Be aware
everything,
of the problems.
yeah.
And even with my own life,
Yeah.
be aware of the problems and don't put it away, the
No.
problems away.
No.
Like, oh no,
No.
I don't have to think about it. I'm just gonna wear it for my own.
And I know everything is about the money because the youth they don't they want to have cheap clothes.
Okay.
And I know, But I always tell my children from you can better buy something that's sustainable, or that there's the whole story is good about it, and pay a little bit more, then you have a good product than that you buy something cheap and after 2 washings or something else, and
The printing is
you can-
gone.
yes.
There are a lot of things
Yeah.
that we don't think about
No.
actually.
No.
But I do agree with it, and I
Yeah.
feel like it is also possible to talk about it when it comes to, for example, pricing. I highly agree with that.
Yeah.
You like I said before, you pay for a certain craftsmanship.
Yeah.
It requires a lot of skill, a lot of failing as well,
Yeah.
because the whole journey, those 20
Yeah.
years, I can imagine. We also talked about the difficulties when it came down
Yeah.
to the whole journey. Also, a lot of mistakes.
Yes.
If I'm correct,
yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Were there also some huge mistakes? That were like,
Yes.
oh, really?
Yeah. There's always mistakes.
Always mistakes.
And,
okay.
and you learn from your own mistakes and step on and go in the other word in another direction.
Yeah.
That's my thing.
Yeah.
I made a lot of mistakes, and still have to learn. But if you think you're there, you always have to learn. I like to
Exactly.
learn from everything,
Yeah. I
and
don't-
that's yeah. But I can tell my experiences to the youth. So
It's beautiful. And may I ask how your collaboration with COTIT actually started? Because that's something I'm not aware of. And maybe for the viewers or the listeners as well.
yeah, I got it. I don't know. Actually, they called me
Okay.
because they were looking for an atelier, and yeah, there were startups. They started, and then I'm going to do a collection, and can you do the pattern? And
Okay.
yeah, that's the first thing. And we
Okay.
did a production with several artists
Oh, really?
together. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And did a fashion show, and they also
beautiful.
worked in it, and yeah, that's how it started.
It's inspiring. You still work with COTIT right now?
Yes.
Okay. You're still going on.
Yeah.
Because how does the future look like for your atelier yourself?
Yeah. Now still going on. I'm 64, so it's not. I'm going to be retired in 3 years, but then again, I don't gonna stop. Just gonna go on because
Wow, I
it's
love
something
that.
for my life, and yeah, and I like to be an inspiration to the younger people. That's and I like to work with younger people because they're an inspiration for me
Oh,
as
wow.
well. And do fashion shows.
Wow,
We do
yeah.
fashion shows, sustainable fashion shows.
Yeah.
I started in 2017 the platform Points Made to make a point in fashion for
Okay,
sustainability,
wow, okay.
and work with sustainable fashion
Yeah,
designers. We do
okay.
collections, we do fashion shows,
Wow.
and yeah, so
We had a small conversation before, and I'm always really inspired with people with a lot of passion. And I think it's really great that we share the same passion. And it's something. Oh man, when you said it inspires me as well. We're working with young people. I think that was
yeah,
great.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
really
because
wholesome.
they're the future. So it's for me, and I'm old, I'm experienced, so I can give you some points and
Yeah.
talk with you.
Yeah.
And but then again, I learn from them of their creativity and what's your idea,
Exactly.
because they're in
Yeah.
a new world,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I
yeah.
have old things,
Yeah,
and
no, you already paved the way. You made the
Yeah,
mistakes.
yeah,
You
I
know,
know.
which directions you
Yes.
should take and which directions you shouldn't
Yes,
take.
yes.
And we are at the beginning. We're learning. We're like just making small steps. You know.
No, it's better. Did you think about that? I didn't think
I
about
didn't
that.
think about that.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, maybe I want to start the brand, but who are your customers? Oh, yeah.
yeah. You
Oh, yeah, I didn't think about that. I only think
simple
about me.
thing. Yeah,
Yeah, that's actually something that I had a lot of troubles with as well.
Yeah.
Before starting my own band.
Yeah.
There wasn't really a reason why.
Yeah.
It was just, I want my name on a shirt. But
Yeah.
like, why? Why
Yeah,
my
why?
name on a shirt? Why would someone buy a
Yeah.
name on my shirt? What's the purpose of it all? And that's when I think it was 2 years or 3 years, really trying to figure out what my why was.
yeah,
And it took me, I guess, a long time. I think it's a very short amount of time. But I'm really happy that I made the decision to take a
Yeah.
step back, because I really wanted to start something, but it was driven by the wrong motivation.
Yeah.
It was driven by money an ego, to be really
Yeah,
honest. I want to be special.
yeah, I know.
You know, especially during these
Yeah.
times with technology, people are getting seen more often.
Yeah.
There are a lot of influencers,
Yeah.
a lot of eyes on them, and
Well,
you know, people have this feeling of, oh, I want to be something because
Yeah,
that
and-
person is also something. So
Because social media gives you a wrong idea
of reality.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. And then we need social media to make our thing, our fashion or our idea seen. But they're also a wrong
Yeah.
way to
Yeah.
because you're, how do you call it? You're gonna be. It's a fiction. It's a fiction world.
It's yeah. They often always want to highlight the beautiful
Yeah.
things about life, but they forget what kind of goes
Yes.
behind the
Yeah.
scenes. And that's actually a great analogy, actually, with
And
the
I'm more
fashion.
behind the scenes because I know how it is behind the scenes.
Oh, I love that. I love that a
Yeah.
lot. Something I always admire is people that work more behind the scenes because they know
Yeah.
how the whole structure goes,
Yeah.
the pre-production, the production, the
I know how it
post-production,
works. Yeah.
from A to Z.
Yeah.
Instead of I'm not.
What's beautiful on the
What's
outside.
beautiful, the
Yeah.
artist, the
Yeah.
I have nothing against it though. The one that's on.
It's a good combination, but
Yeah.
then
And you need
it's
each other
rea-
eventually,
it's,
right?
It's a bit of reality check and see van, oh, okay, this is what I want to show, but there has to be a combination of it, not the fake
Yeah,
one.
exactly.
Yeah.
And we shouldn't really only take the goodness and the greatness as reality.
No.
It's both of it.
Yeah.
And I feel like
Yeah.
if you know both spectrums, you can really take a look
Yeah.
into it and like, I understand.
Because if you, I look on Facebook and on Instagram for especially.
Okay.
I see them all the fashion designers, and I look at it and I say, oh, I see the product, and I think then, oh, okay, they did it like that. Oh, okay, yes, okay.
Okay.
That's so that's what I do. I
Yeah.
look at it.
Yeah,
and
yeah. Interesting.
I see through it. Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah.
Because in terms of professional life, I think we've talked about a lot of sustainability,
Yeah.
about the fashion industry. I'm actually also curious about you.
Who am I? Who am I?
Right. Yeah, besides fashion, are there any interests besides fashion or making something? That you do?
I like to draw. I like to paint.
Really?
I like to paint. That's what I do.
Creating.
Yeah, it's more creating.
Being creative.
That's something in me,
Yeah.
and making new things.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's something that's who I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And would you imagine you would be doing this when you were very young? It sounds very.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Or you-
have.
from a very young age already. That you
Yeah.
already told myself, I'm gonna be.
No, I was always when I was in high school. I was
Okay.
with more crafting, more hand work.
Okay.
I did quilts, and I did. I always worked in clothing.
Yeah.
I did my jeans. When I was 15, I had a
Yeah.
Lois jeans, and that was all worn out. I did a how do you call it? The bordure. How do you call it?
Embroidery.
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 I made it all with embroidery on the
really?
backside, and yeah, that's something I always did, and always working with my hands, painting.
Yeah.
I have 5 children. I was married,
Oh, wow.
and we were divorced, but
Okay.
I have 5 children. All my 5 children
beautiful.
are also creative. And
I was about to ask,
yeah,
are they also
yeah.
in the fashion
Yeah,
industry?
no, not
Okay.
all in the fashion, but more creative hair.
Oh, wow.
And some 2 are chef cooks, so they're
that.
chef cook.
Yeah.
And one is a DJ, music, but they're all in the
Oh,
creative
In the creative field.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
wow. Oh, that's actually, those are things. 5 children are
Yeah.
amazing, actually.
yeah.
I think it's really great to pass that out, pass down
But
also.
still, always with them, painting
Beautiful.
and
Creating.
doing things. Yeah,
Oh, that would
Yeah.
be really nice.
Yeah.
It would be really nice when you have, for example, like for example, Christmas.
yeah.
How does it go in the household? Or do you guys create things now together?
No, no, not now. I'll go to my children and my
Oh,
grandchildren.
okay.
And
Oh,
when they
okay.
were young, yes.
Yeah?
Yeah,
How
yeah,
did it look like then?
yeah.
Creating everything, creating
Yeah,
things.
and when they're young, they say the girls say, "Well, Mom, I saw this dress. Can you make it?" Yes, so of course, Mom can make it,
Yeah.
but you're gonna do it yourself now.
Yeah.
But they, oh yeah, they can sew behind but most of it I do.
Okay.
And my grandson calls Grandma, I have something, an idea. Can you make it on a
Oh,
shirt? And he
really?
also,
How cute. Oh,
yeah,
so are from a very young age already
yeah,
aware
yeah,
of what? Oh, that's
yeah.
beautiful. Actually, with the wash jeans, it's something that randomly came up with me. I remember back in the day, it was a couple of years ago actually, there was a trend where people had like ripped jeans.
Yes.
And what was your point of view of that? Because
I liked
think,
it.
Oh, you
I
really?
liked
I
it,
liked
yeah.
it as well.
Yeah, I
But
liked it.
I remember one day when I bought those ripped jeans.
Yeah.
I remember my mom because
Yeah, she
she
said,
also told me to
"Oh,
sew it on. I was like, why is there a
Everybody.
hole in your pants? I was like, but it's fashion.
Fashion.
And he's like, but it's a hole. Like,
You have to repair it.
If
Yes.
to repair, we're like, no,
Yeah.
but it's fashion. And she's like,
Yeah.
let me repair it now, right
Yeah.
now. And then, but it's something with the
Yeah.
wash jeans, it came
Yeah.
up to me, and I was like, oh, I
Yeah.
remember wearing that.
Yeah.
I remember.
And now it's a
wearing
little
it.
bit different. You have the worn jeans, but you have the clean jeans also.
Yeah, it changes
And
every
yeah,
time.
it changes. Yeah,
I
and it's
think-
nice. I like it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I feel like the fashion industry
Yeah.
itself, it changes so fast.
Yeah, it's so fast. Yeah.
It's such a fast-pacing
Yeah.
industry itself. I feel like it's not really that different from other industries itself, but
Yeah.
it completely changes.
Yeah.
The consumers change.
Because
the
we want to
productions
do
change.
something. You want to have
Exactly.
something new every time.
Yeah.
We want to have it in the spring, in the summer,
Yeah.
in the
Oh yeah, of
herfst.
course, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dus that's why it's called fast fashion.
Yeah. Oh, makes sense. Like it's very simple, actually,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, with the future ahead of us, I feel like we're still not there
Yeah.
when it comes down to sustainability.
Yeah.
And it's gonna take, I would say,
Oh.
decades even,
Yeah.
or even centuries.
I'm gonna. It's not gonna be in my lifetime,
Yeah.
but I want to do something
And
a little bit
Yeah,
with
yeah.
it.
What is something that we do, what you do hope to see in the next upcoming days when it comes down to sustainability? Was it more awareness?
Yeah, more awareness.
More awareness.
Just
Okay.
to keep the youth, is the young people that they become aware of something, what's going on in the world. That's my thing.
And that's why I also do
Yeah.
the workshops.
Yeah.
Making them aware.
I'm
of
not
all
going
the
to make it.
problems.
I'm not going to be alive in the 50 years, so I don't know how it is in 50 years. But then you're going to see it. But hopefully, it's going to be a little bit better than it's this time.
Hopefully, yeah. Yeah.
Hopefully.
Reminds me of the song from Michael Jackson, "Heal the World."
Yeah.
Make it a better place for
Yeah.
both you and me.
Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Sorry.
No, it's totally fine. It's totally fine. Because it's actually a great timing because we almost at the end
Oh,
of the
okay.
podcast itself.
Oh, okay.
But before I actually end, it's been a really inspiring conversation.
Yeah,
for me.
I found it inspiring as well.
It was a really nice conversation.
Yeah.
For me, you know, I'm always really grateful for the fact that I'm able to meet a lot of people on this podcast and get to know them more better about their life and what they do. But I have to say this was my most, from my point of view, my most it was a good learning experience for myself.
Okay, now
That I
that's important for me to
Thank you.
because
That-
you're young.
I have a long road ahead of me.
Yeah, but
And,
it's, listen to wise old people, then you're gonna learn from it.
Thank you
Yeah.
for sharing
It's
that
gonna-
wisdom
yeah.
as well, and then thank you again for also listening to what I have to say and my story,
it's
of
important.
course.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm so grateful for this. It was really wholesome, and even before, I keep coming back to repeating stuff, but it was really nice having that small talk before when it gave me a little spark in life of like,
yeah.
okay,
You're on the right way.
thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
that's
you.
it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, we're almost at the end. We talked a little bit about the professional life, a lot about sustainability, also about you and your beautiful 5 children. Is there anything that's one last question actually? We always have this thing at the podcast where we discuss about a favorite quote or a motto in life that we live for.
Yeah.
Do you have any
Motto.
quote or a motto that you'd like to share with people?
Ja, I have my quote is ja, pluk de dag, hè? Of
Carpe
ja,
diem.
ja, pluk de dag.
Yeah,
This is just live by the day,
Live by the day,
and
yeah.
be aware of what you do by the day.
Wow.
So that's something. Yeah, everything has to be. Think what you do. Yeah, be aware what you do.
I love that.
Every day.
It's actually my mom's favorite quote.
Yeah.
Yeah, carpe diem, pluk de dag.
Yeah.
Live by the day,
Yeah.
make the best out of it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, that is it. Yeah, that's yeah.
I think it's really important
Yeah.
for a lot of people
Yeah.
because we
Can't
always,
say anything more.
yeah, especially during this time, we compare ourselves a lot with each
Yeah.
other and we think about or the future or the
Yeah.
past and we think about what if, but we also forget sometimes about the now,
Yeah.
what we have right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Enjoy.
So just see what you have.
Enjoy the moment. Be grateful for
Yeah.
what you have and what you
Yeah.
don't think about what you don't have.
No.
And it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank
This lost energy.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
waste. We can
Yeah.
use it.
Yeah.
It's a waste.
Yeah, it's a waste of energy.
It's a waste
Yeah.
of energy.
Just see what you have in front of you. Yeah.
Thank you. I really want to thank you for your time
Okay.
and also
Yeah,
for
it was
sharing
nice. Yeah.
the knowledge with
Yeah.
also me, but I know for a fact a lot of people, especially in my age group, and I really hope that the people that are listening or even viewing, that they got something out of it
Yeah.
because I don't think we as a young generation really understand. I wouldn't say the urgency, but we don't really understand what we do with the world.
Yeah.
And
Nah,
there's gonna
it's-
be
And it's and I know because yeah, you're young.
Mm.
You're not busy with what to do with the world. You're busy with yourself. You see what you want to do, and you live. You live. That's okay. So,
I don't
but a
understand.
little bit, just
Just a little bit,
perspective,
just a little bit perspective.
perspective.
Yeah.
Just look at what
little bit
do you
aware.
have.
Exactly.
Don't make problems.
Yeah.
Just
It's
look
not.
at what
It's
you have.
when it comes down to the world destroying itself. I
Yeah.
think it's a matter of. It's not a matter of if it's gonna happen. It's
No.
gonna happen.
Yeah.
But when it's gonna happen,
Yeah.
that's the scary part. Because the world will eventually,
Yeah.
unfortunately,
Yeah, but
come to an end.
hopefully we're wise and
And I
use
think-
our minds.
Yeah, I think it's our responsibility
Yeah.
to take care of the world.
Yeah.
Come to a close.
Yes.
Again, it was really inspiring for me, this conversation, and I hope you guys as well. Is there any way they could find you to even do work in your atelier? Where can they find you? On social media?
Yeah,
even?
on social media.
Okay.
You find me on social media, and if you you type in on Google Mia Stik, then you find everything. I think
Okay.
it's on social media, and I have a website. You
Right.
can find it on social media.
Okay. And are
can-
also people also always welcome in your atelier?
Yes. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Make an appointment
Yes.
due to COVID.
Yes. Yeah. You can yes. Better to make an appointment. Look
Instead
at the
of busting
website.
it. Hello.
Yeah.
I want to
No.
make a brand.
No, I'm gonna do your QR. No, no, no,
Oh, that's another
Yeah.
discussion we have
no,
to talk
no.
about.
We're
That's
not gonna talk about
no,
that.
no, it's
No.
for another time.
No.
I'm really looking forward to what
Yeah.
the future holds
Yeah.
for even with the collaboration with COTIT, but also
Yeah.
with your atelier. And even I'm interested. We'll see
Yeah,
what's
it's
gonna
good.
happen with
It's
that. Yeah.
It's good. Yeah.
I really want to thank everyone for your time. Thank you for your time. Thank you for listening and paying attention. I hope this helped you in a way.
Yeah.
And one thing I want to tell you guys is be aware and be grateful.
Yes.
Thank you for listening. My name
Thank
is
you.
Suan, also known as 21. And again, I really appreciate you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.
Bye.